Good morning. Welcome to JP's Morning Brief for August 12th, 2026. Good morning. This is James Pierce. Almost forgot to hit the button. All right. Hope everybody's doing fine. I'm having a few technical difficulties this morning with my video. I don't see no one yet, but okay. I know I'm live because Covite for Life already told me good morning, which is cool on my main screen. So if you don't know anything about Rumble Live, Rumble Studio Live is I can text before I go live, and I'll see it on my portable on my mobiles, but it won't show up on my main screen. But once I go live, it populates onto my main screen also. So I know I'm live. It's not Memorex. All right. So welcome this morning. And oh, there I am. Okay. I'm live there. Good. I can see my picture, my ugly mug. And I'm at 61 kilobits a second. Okay. Cool. All right. So, hey, welcome to the morning brief. Lots of voting news that came out from yesterday. Is almost I think it's the last set of primaries before the general election, except for the runoff on August 25th in South Carolina. Some surprising results. But as we get started, if you are not already a follower on this channel, please click that bell and scroll down and click the word follow. That'd be great. And then next to it, you'll see a thumbs up. Once you click it for the thumbs up, it turns green. That would be greatly appreciated also. And then jump headfirst into the live chat. We got Covite for Life in there right now, and myself. I know it's only 6:30 in the morning, but I do this from 6:30 to 7, and then I do the JP8 report from 8 to 9. All right. So that being said, we go to the armament shop. They were with me last night at the Coppers Cove Conservative. Coppers Cove Conservative. I forgot what it was. Okay, it's early in the morning. All right, so here we go. Club. Yeah, that's it. So what we have is the armament shop. Whether you're looking for your first firearm, upgrading your setup, or need expert service, Jason at the armament shop is Coppers Cove's premier source for all things shooting. Browse our wide selection of pistols, rifles, and shotguns, backed by top-tier gunsmithing for repairs, along with reloading supplies and professional cleaning to keep your firearm in peak condition. Need a transfer? We make FFL transfers fast, easy, and affordable. Need your CHL? Jason can handle those classes. He has over 3 decades of experience. Visit the armament shop today at 115A West Avenue D in Coppers Cove, or call or text 254-560-2023, or visit www.armamentshop.com. That's www.armamentshop.com. The Armament Shop is your safety is our priority. I'm back. I am back. Here's your Iran update for this morning so far. So Iran wants to join BRICS. If you don't know what BRICS is, it stands for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. That's the attempt on these rogue nations. They're socialist nations, right? And communist nations. That they want to take the U.S. dollar off the market as the primary monetary. Okay. The main way you trade in goods and services around the world is marked by the US dollar. And they want to change it not from the US dollar, not from the euro, but they want to do it through BRICS. It's an automated trading system but it's not really taking hold, but they want to join it, okay? Um, it's not a good thing to do, but yeah, so the BRICS have been around for, I think about 2020 is when they got started. Next line is U.S. fires at Panamanian flagship trying to run the blockade. They fired 2 Hellfire missiles and took out the engine room. Trump says, I don't trust Iran. And then he also said U.S. has total control of the Strait of Hormuz. That is regardless of what Iran's saying is going on. Lebanon abolishes the death penalty. It's the first country in the entire Middle East that does not have a death penalty anymore. Houthis strike kills 6 people in the Red Sea. And then oil prices are back up. And then breaking. Iran lies saying they now have more weapons than they did before the conflict began in February. I fully agree that they lied because there's no way, because we just destroyed every factory available known to man. They can't build any more missiles, and they can't import them fast enough because we know their delivery routes. All right, so that's that part. The Dow closed down 184.13 points yesterday to 53,791.85. West Texas Intermediate about an hour ago was at $83.36 a barrel, and Brent crude oil was $89.15 a barrel. Okay, so that's your Iran update. Okay, that's your Iran update. Now for some announcements. And there we go. So the 22nd of August is the Corio County Republican Women's Boots and Bling, the 3rd annual Boots and Bling. It's $50 a ticket at the Texas Station Event Center at 6 p.m. Food is a fajita plate provided by El Tapatio. There's going to be auction items. There's going to be silent auctions, really good weapons where you can bid on. Steve Munaseri, he is an assistant to Governor Abbott, is going to be the keynote speaker. All right. So next is, I got to get my numbers right here so I don't bring up the wrong one. On the 27th of August is Pints and Politics in Gatesville, Texas at 6 p.m. at Ranchers Steakhouse. It is on the corner of 84 and 36 in Gatesville. My next announcement is on the 29th of August is through the Coryell County Republican Party is Patriot Range Day at the Holly Gun Range. If you don't know where Holly Gun Range is, it's south of Gatesville on Bald Knob Road. All right, $20 a person, and you get to fire as much as you want from about 10 to 5. And if you get too hot, we got a cottage rented out right there on the spot, so you go in and get cool. All right. And my final announcement is on the 26th of September, Coryell County Republican Party is going to have our annual fish fry, $35 a ticket. So we have 2 keynote speakers. Is Senator Pete Flores, SD24, my hometown senator. And then we have the RPT chair, Dorinda Randall for the state of Texas, and she's going to be speaking also. All right. So that being said, on all those, if you're looking for tickets on both of those events, go to the description of the podcast, and at the bottom of it, you'll see RRCW or RRCP, Republican Women, Republican Party, and you'll see Boots and Bling and Fish Fry. That's where you can buy your tickets, all right? Hopefully you buy tickets, and I've already got mine, and we'll see you there But let's have a great time. And the reason I do these announcements is this allow Republicans in this area know where they can meet other Republicans, because when you get Republicans engaged, they stay engaged throughout the whole process, and it makes them really good friends. They have a good time. And I'm not saying if you live in Washington State and you're watching this program at 4:40 a.m. in the morning, because you could be doing it on demand also. But what I'm saying is, go out and search for Republican groups that you can be members of and do the same thing. All right. So that's your announcements. So a few of the results that came out last night is Senator Darlene Graham. She advanced to the runoff on August 25th. She got 32.8 points. She will be facing, or Ralph Norman, he got 24.2%. He'll be facing Darlene Graham in the runoff. She got more votes, right? But yeah, so that will be August 25th. And then in Wisconsin, CD7, Michael Alfonso defeated Hermaning by 48.7 to 27.2. If you don't know who Michael Alfonso is, he used to be the producer for Dan Bongino, and he's married Alveda Duffy. Matter of fact, he's a new dad. Congratulations on both being a new dad and winning your primary. Hopefully, and he is the son-in-law to the Secretary of Transportation, Sean Duffy, also. But good luck this coming November. I know you can do this. All right. In Minnesota, Michelle Tafoya, she's running for Senate in Minnesota. She defeated her opponent 52.6 to 23.9. That's a strong gain for Minnesota. There's a distinct possibility she's going to defeat Flanagan, Lieutenant Governor of Minnesota, and become the first Republican senator there since I can't remember his name. I think his last name is Norman also. Okay. And then Congressman Van Orden, he was unopposed, so he won in Wisconsin. Wisconsin DSA candidate Francisca Hong, she lost barely. Well, wait a minute. As of right now, she's lost, but Wisconsin state law says the losing opponent, if they're down within 1%, they can request a recount. She's down by 0.4%. So I would not doubt that there's going to be a recount there. And then Mike Lindell, businessman, Minnesota, owns My Pillow. He lost his bid to be the Republican candidate for governor of Minnesota. All right. So those are your election results. And we're going to read about some of these guys. All right. 6:43. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Since we're halfway through, please click that like button. And if you know how to become a follower, click that follow button. All right. So Darlene Graham, she paid homage to her late brother as she did a victory speech in racing off to the runoff. All right. Darlene Graham paid homage to her late brother, Lindsey Graham, in remarks after she advanced to a runoff election on Tuesday evening to face to fill his seat for a full 6-year term. She was appointed to fill in her late brother's seat after he died just over a month ago. Wow. I want to say that this is a very emotional night because I usually stand here celebrating with Lindsey. That's hard. So I know he's looking down right now, smiling, so that gives me peace, Graham said. With no candidate having captured the needed 51%, or it should be 50% plus one of the vote to secure the nomination outright, South Carolina will hold a runoff. It says on August 19th. I thought it was August 25th. I think that might be wrong. And then she's going to face Congressman Ralph Norman. He is 73 years old and she is 61. So do we want to get caught up? I mean, they're both conservative Republicans, but why would we nominate an old fogey like that when we can get the same concept as someone 12 years his junior, right? He's already been a congressman. He's been a congressman since 2017. Let him ride off to sunset and enjoy his grandkids. All right, so next, Michael Alfonso, like I was just telling you about. He, if I can get the piece of paper here, Michael Alfonso won the Republican Party nomination after beating a crowded field of contenders in Wisconsin's 7th District. Alfonso is the son-in-law to Department of Transportation Sean Duffy and Fox News host Rachel Campos Duffy. He is the only candidate in the district race to receive an endorsement from President Trump, who dubbed the 26-year-old as a MAGA warrior. 26 years old. Now, if you don't know your Constitution, to qualify for the House of Representatives, you must be at least 25. So he will, when he wins in November, he will be the youngest member of the House of Representatives. He is seeking the same northern Wisconsin congressional seat held by his father-in-law, who held the district from 2011 to 2019. The seat is currently held by Tom Tiffany. He won the gubernatorial nomination last night, so that seat will be open. That's why he's running in it. All right. So District 7's been under Republicans for the last 15 years, which would be Sean Duffy, Tom Tiffany, and next will be Michael Alfonso. All right. And also remember, about 2 months ago, he became a dad. So he's got a new dad. He won his first congressional race. He got an endorsement from President Trump. And I know he got an endorsement from Sean Duffy. So good luck to him. All right. Moving quite along. This is the one I was hoping for the most out of all of it. Because this woman is a go-getter. She's been a go-getter her whole career. And that is Michelle Tafoya. So, political newcomer, just like Michael Alfonso, a political newcomer with the backing of the National Republicans, secured her place as the GOP nominee in Minnesota, setting up a long shot battle in November to flip a state held by Democrats for nearly 2 decades. Ex-NFL sideline reporter Michelle Tafoya toppled a crowded field of 9 candidates to win the Republican nomination for Senate in Minnesota, besting familiar faces and an opponent armed with an endorsement of the state's Republican Party. She took out a big wig, but her name identification, impressive campaign war chest, coupled with the backing of the National Republican Senatorial Committee, appeared to give her the edge. And any national Republicans they're confident that she could win big in November. Michelle Tafoya is a very popular sports broadcaster. She came over to Fox News about 2 years ago, and they talked her into running for the Senate, and she took the chance. I really hope she can pull this one out. That would be great. All right. And then on the bad news, Lisa DeMuth, she defeated Mike Lindell last night, pretty handily too, by like 20 points. Let's see, 41, about 15 points. The Associated Press called the race 11:30 last night, and she was leading 45-31 over Mike Lindell. He was endorsed by President Trump, but we know about Minnesota how bad it is, and they don't listen to anyone. And I don't know how well of a campaign he pulled off, but he lost. Okay, Um, but it was bad polling. Everybody was saying Mike Lindell was going to win over and over again, and he just came up short. Just like Francesca Hong in Wisconsin, she was supposed to win like by 20 points, and she's losing by 0.4 right now. So, Demuth, congratulations. Miss Lisa, you're going to face Amy Klobuchar, the senator from Minnesota. That is going to be an uphill climb. All right. Next. What do we got on time? Okay, 6:50. Hold on just a second. Let me prime up here. Just a second. While I'm doing this, if you haven't already given me a like for the podcast today, give me a like, a thumbs up, please. Okay, I'm all set for Vince. All right. Ron Johnson is asking the Justice Department to go to California and investigate it for ballot fraud. Senate Permanent Subcommittee on Investigations Chair Ron Johnson asked the Department of Justice this week to open a probe into allegations of ballot fraud among the homeless population in California. We heard some of this within the last several weeks about how they were paying people to register to vote. The center of the probe would investigate allegations of ballot fraud in Los Angeles neighborhood of Skid Row. I always wanted to live in a neighborhood called Skid Row. Man. Based on testimony from investigative journalist Jamie O'Keefe, who testified that entities involved in gathering signatures for ballot petitions were allegedly compensating people in exchange for the signatures, which is absolutely against the law. Paying someone to register to vote is a violation of the U.S. Code and is punishable by 5 years in prison and up to $10,000 in fines. Jamie O'Keefe identified two entities, Urban Signers and one more petition, which he alleged to have engaged in a fraud and acquired undercover video footage of Urban Signers leader Frank Tessimo admitting to his company's petitioners' use incentives in form of cash and cigarettes to secure signatures for ballot petitions. Johnson acknowledged that O'Keefe is already working with the United States Attorney to investigate the ballot fraud, but urged the FBI and other departments to investigate the allegations. I learned that as a deputy voter registrar that you cannot do that. You cannot pay people to get registered to vote, and you cannot ask them their party affiliation when you're registering them to vote either. You got to register them, and then in Texas, you have 5 business days to get that registration card to the election administrator for the county. There is no joking about that. And if you get caught pay for play to get people to register to vote, you deserve to go to jail. And if you're paying people to register to vote, guess what? That means you got money to pay that $10,000 fine. So I wouldn't even reduce that amount. I would keep it at 10 grand and make them pay. And then track where that money comes from that they're paying that fine with. I bet it goes back to Neville Roy Singham and his group. And Pink Angel. Man. Samuel Alito. Samuel Alito announced that he's going to stay for another term. And the president is one happy president that Samuel Alito is staying. He is like neck and neck with Clarence Thomas as being the most conservative members of the United States Supreme Court. All right. Samuel Alito's been on the court since, I believe, 2003. In late night social media posts, Trump celebrated Samuel Alito's decision to remain on the bench for another term. Trump's celebration of the 76-year-old conservative stalwart's decision to put off retirement as the midterms raised the stakes over how long Republicans will remain the Senate majority needed to confirm any eventual successor. You can still have conservatives confirmed in a Democrat Senate, but it's extremely hard. And knowing it these days, because they always hate the orange man, because they all got TDS. So I would president's probably right about that too. It's if he doesn't, he's going to get a soft-minded justice confirmed, because he won't get them confirmed unless he holds off and doesn't nominate anyone. It goes to an 8-person court until J.D. Vance is elected in 2028. Just saying, don't throw rocks at the computer screen right now. But yeah, so it said, great news for our country. Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito has announced that he's staying for another term. He is one of the greatest of all time. We are all lucky. He is a very, very good Supreme Court Justice, very knowledgeable. And the last one I'm just going to go over really quick. The Secretary General of the Socialist Republic of Virginia, that would be Abigail Spanberger. She decided she wanted to go to Republican country this weekend and go to a fiddler's convention. I'm telling you, of all the instruments, I like the fiddle the best. Okay? But they have a fiddler's convention in Virginia. And the Secretary General, she decided she wanted to go visit. I guess she was going to try to stump for votes, right? She showed up, and I forgot what city that is in. Hold it. It does not say exactly what city the Fiddlers Convention is in. Okay, regardless, she got booed. She got severely booed, and partially because of what she tried to do with redistricting in the state of Virginia, or the Commonwealth of Virginia. Um, but yeah, she got booed off the. She didn't get booed off the stage, but she got booed. Uh, Spanberger was met with boos after she was introduced and stepped at the microphone at the Longtime Gaelics gathering, where musicians and spectators were marking the convention's 90th year. A video from the event showed a chilly reception from portions of the crowd as the Democrat governor took the stage for about a half a minute. She didn't last long at all. I think she lasted longer than Mamdani did. Wow. Really? Okay, we're at 6:58. I will, quickly, if you have a gas stove and you're like all in depression mode because Autopin decided he wanted to do an executive order saying you can't have gas stoves anymore, Federal Appeals Court here in New Orleans, Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals, struck it down as unconstitutional. So don't throw away your gas stove yet. You can still use it as long as you have gas going into your house. All right. So that is JP's morning brief. As you tell, I had a lot more to go over. That's all right. 8 o'clock, 1 hour from now, we're going to do the rest of the story again, as Paul Harvey used to say. So let me initiate the raid. There we go. Raid is something went wrong. Try again. Oh my goodness. Oh, it went. Oh, cool. Okay. So the raid is on. I will see you on 1 hour. This is James Pierce. I'll catch you on the flip side. I'm out.